Hey everyone, it's Molly, and today I am going to review a dress that I actually reviewed on another channel, and YouTube for some reason won't let me back into it, so I'm re-reviewing it today. Last time I was supposed to do a video of me in the dress. I am actually going to work on getting that together and get that up later this week, but I know the wedding dresses from China are a big question mark for ladies that are looking to get married and looking for a less expensive option. I purchased this because I had actually tried on the original version of this dress, which is actually an Alfred Angelo Disney collection. It's their first Belle dress. I want to say the number is like 203, 205, something like that. And I loved it on me, but it ended up being out of my price range. Mistake number one was not asking the price of the dress before trying it on. I did also end up finding a dress that I loved almost as much from David's Bridal, but as seems to happen in the dresses out of my budget situations, I constantly had the Alfred Angelo dress on my mind, so I decided to try an alternate route and order a dress from China, and if I was out the money, I was out the money. This one came from AliExpress. I will put the actual seller's name in the comments below in the description, so all of that information will be there. As you can see, the bodice is very heavily beaded. The beading is very different from the Alfred Angelo version. They are all plastic beads, so they don't, as you can see, the sparkles are there, but they are not prismatic like a glass or crystal bead would have. So it's, yeah, you'll get what you pay for in that sense. Also, there's a lot of much larger crystals than the original dress had. You can see the larger pearls, the larger crystal type beads. The embroidery was very well done. It's all silver metallic embroidery. The construction itself is very well done. I did use custom sizing. Unfortunately, the boning they use is very, very lightweight boning, so it does not have the support that, like, even my David's Bridal dress has. It does have this strap to help in fastening the back. They did have a modesty panel in it, and it does have a corset back. As you can see, the corset lacing is not that high quality. It was not sewn on the bias like regular corset lacing would be. So if your intention is to tie this tightly, I would recommend going to someplace like Lacy's.com, where they sell the corset kits, and ordering a fabric sampler and then color matching and ordering a tie from them. This dress for me, I am larger chested, so I would definitely have to wear an extremely supportive strapless undergarment with it. The quality itself is actually very good as far as the sewing goes, how it's constructed. They did a very good job. They hid the seams on the outside. They did full seaming on the inside. Differences from the Alfred Angelo. The top of the Alfred Angelo was definitely a nicer, higher quality satin. The tulle was a stiffer tulle, which when I first got this and I first unpacked it, I liked this better because it is a softer, more flowy, kind of ethereal feel. But when I did try it on originally, I noticed that, like for this particular dress, the front is supposed to have two kind of swag-like drapes, and this tulle, being as flowy as it is, does not hold that shape. As you can see, there are a few layers to this. There's the top swag type layer. There is a layer of tulle, fine tulle over that. There is a layer of organza, which has been properly seamed. And there is, sorry about that, there is a layer of satin, which was also well seamed with lining. And it does have the, I believe it's the cathedral length train, maybe it's a chapel. I'm not 100%, I don't remember for sure. The fabric quality is pretty good. It's a nice, soft, matte fabric. This has just kind of been sitting, and so you can see it does wrinkle some, but it really isn't that bad considering I haven't even steamed it since I received it. One thing you might notice is that unlike a salon type of dress, this one does not have the layers of tulle that usually come underneath a dress. The crinoline, or petticoat as some people refer to it, layers. So that is another expense if you are looking into this type of dress that you will have to consider. You will definitely need, like this is a ball gown silhouette, so you would definitely need a ball gown crinoline. When I try it on, I do plan to take some video of it with and without a David's Bridal ball gown crinoline, so you can see the difference. They do put their own little hang straps in there. They just say wedding dress, very generic. It does have a tag on it, 100% polyester, and apparently information so places can resell them. Washing instructions, dry clean of course, low heat iron, dry on low heat. I really wouldn't stick this in a dryer, but hey, if it works for you, I guess go for it. There is no zipper. You can see that the whole back is just the tulle over the organza chiffon fabric and the satin. There is no bustle to it. That is something that I would have to put in myself or have put in. Some close-up of some of the beading here on the bodice. It does have some built-in cups for a larger chested lady that they are not going to work. So I warn you now, don't expect great things as far as support goes. My David's Bridal dress holds me up fairly well, all things considered. I still intend to wear my undergarments with it, but this, when I initially tried it on, basically just kind of flopped over. So you can imagine how that looked. Overall, if I were going to rate this as far as just a general wedding gown purchase, I would probably give it a 4 out of 10, just because it's definitely not on par with standard American wedding gowns, what you would get at a bridal salon. Now, if we're comparing it to some of the horror stories that you've seen from Chinese websites, I would give it probably an 8 or 9 out of 10. They did do a good job in construction. They did use nice fabrics. It does look very nice. It looks much more expensive than it was. I think I paid $160 or $70. Maybe it was less. I'll look that up and I will put that information in the description. But it really depends on what you're looking for and what you're willing to pay. Now, when you buy one of these dresses, please keep in mind that probably, I would guess, 90%, maybe 95% of them on these Chinese websites are knockoffs of legitimate designers. So when you are buying them, please remember that you are also paying for someone to commit intellectual property theft. They are ripping off the designer's designs. They are, in some cases, directly duplicating them. In cases like this, they change the beading to get around the legal aspects. And some people care, some people don't. For me, it was, let's buy it and see what happens. I already had a legitimate dress from David's Bridal, so I wasn't terribly worried if I ended up out the money. The jury's still out whether I'll wear it at all. I might use it as a second dress. I might donate it. I honestly, I don't know yet. I will work on getting that other video put together for you guys so you can see how the dress looks on, how it actually fit, especially with the custom measurements. I have some very strange measurements. There's about a 10-inch difference between bust to waist, and then hips and bust are about the same measurement, and then my waist is about 10 inches smaller. So you definitely, I'm hard to fit anyway with standard sizing, so their custom sizing, we'll see how it goes and see how it looks on. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I have plans to do some more AliExpress reviews. I do have a couple of sellers that have offered to send me some dresses for review, so I will be looking into doing a review of some of the sequined bridesmaids dresses. I know those are popular right now, so you guys can see the quality. You can see how some of the sellers are actually constructing them, if they're comfortable, if their sizing is on par, if it's off, because I know ordering from China raises a lot of question marks and red flags, and if you're spending that kind of money, you don't want to spend it on junk. But I also understand not wanting to spend $300 for a bridesmaid dress. So I will get those as soon as they get here, and I will get them reviewed and get the videos up. And in the meantime, check back. I will be reviewing some other stuff. I have a Disney Tsum Tsum that I got from AliExpress that I will be reviewing, and a few other things. So check back, subscribe, and thanks for watching.